Time now to take a look at the CBS Sports Top 10 NFL mock draft according to Rob Rang. Pete, I want to start with you. 2 running backs in the top 10 with Cook jumping Fournette for the first time this year. Do you agree with that?
Well, you guys have heard me all along. I prefer Cook to Fournette anyway.
Yeah.
This is just a knee-jerk reaction, him playing in the bowl game and Fournette not playing in his. But the reality is Cook is the better runner for me in terms of the NFL. But would I take him at number 4? Absolutely not. No chance in hell I'm taking Cook or Fournette at number 4, and neither will the Jacksonville Jaguars, by the way.
All right, 2 things. First off, I think Cook is better for the NFL because of the fact that if you look at their catches this year, Cook has 33 receptions. Leonard Fournette only has 15. All right, they don't use him quite as much, and
Got a little more wiggle too.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little more juke, but that doesn't mean that Fournette can't be more powerful. No. Let me make a case though for why you would take them in the top 10. Okay, and I'm not saying this is going to happen because if you actually look at the top 10 rushers right now in the NFL, most of them are picked between the 2nd and 5th round. All right, that's
like
what
David
the value.
Johnson,
Yep.
Jordan
Howard. The only one who's
Zeke.
Is Zeke. He's
right,
the first round top 5 pick. So here's the reason why it may make sense if you think they can be Ezekiel Elliott. It's because you run them for 5 years, and then you just move on, and you go draft another one. If you can, or you bring in someone who could get you through to that next guy you could select, because then they never get to that second contract where they get paid all the money. Because that's when they're young, that's when they're still fast, they still have all that juice to them, and it probably makes sense from a team perspective. It's not fair to the athlete, running back, but at the end of the day, that might be the best chance you have of getting the freshest running back who isn't all banged up with injuries and all of that at this point in time in his career.
It's funny you say that because I talked to a guy in the league today, and I said, you know, these running backs are talking about the top 10. He said, it's changed now because you can draft them, and you know that you're probably going to be out in 4 or 5 years anyways if you don't win. So you draft the guy, you try and win, and then you beat him to death, and then you either if it works,
right.
You're good, and you're out.
And
like Jalen Ramsey will be a better player 5 years from now at his position than Zeke Elliott is at his.
But Gus Bradley's not around. So
Right.
but here's the other caveat to it too. I think you look at all these other players that need time to develop. Running backs don't as much because of the spread system, because they have to catch, they still have to make that backside cut in the zone read scheme and be able to read zone blocking, which isn't easy to do. And then on the other side, they have to pass protect. So they're actually still prepared, I think, for the NFL level as opposed to maybe some other players at the collegiate level.
It's what you've been